Hello everybody, my name is Lush Eisen and welcome to the Canadian Money Talk, the channel about Canadian investing and personal finance. Please like and subscribe. I record a video per week, so make sure you ring the notification bell to get notified each time one comes out. I listen to American radio personality Dave Ramsey's YouTube videos, and while sometimes he makes me cringe, generally his advice is fine. I thought I'd review some of his main ways of thinking and suggest some things that I disagree with. So, the core of Dave Ramsey's teachings is the baby steps, a 7-step plan designed to help individuals achieve financial peace and build wealth. Here's a brief overview of each step. Baby step 1, save $1,000 for your starter emergency fund. So, the goal here is to build a small emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses without going into debt. Baby step 2 is to pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball. So the goal here is to list all debts except the mortgage from smallest to largest and pay them off by using the debt snowball method, paying off the smallest one first, getting a good feeling, and psychologically being ready to pay off the next one. Baby step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. So what you want to do is build a more robust emergency fund to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Baby step 4, invest 15% of your household income in retirement. Start investing 15% of your gross income into retirement accounts like the TFSA or RRSP. Baby step 5 is save for your children's college fund. So save for your children's education using RESPs or other vehicles. Baby step 6 is to pay off your home early. Pay off your mortgage early to become completely debt-free. And then baby step 7, build wealth and give. Continue building wealth and become generous with your resources, leaving a legacy for future generations. These steps are designed to be followed in order, providing a structured approach to achieving financial stability and independence. I don't disagree with any of them, but some of the details in Dave's approach are questionable. Dave Ramsey's financial advice has been both praised and criticized. Here are some of my criticisms. Number 1, the anti-credit card stance. Ramsey advises against using credit cards, which some experts believe can be a useful tool for building credit and earning rewards if used responsibly. I personally find credit cards convenient both online and in the store, and I don't have to carry cash. I also have to pay only once per month, and I pay them off each and every month without fail. Why shouldn't I have a credit card? Well, Dave says that there have been studies that show that you spend more when you don't have to hand the store clerk something like cash because you don't feel a small twinge of pain. But he's okay with debit cards for some reason. In any case, I am an adult and I can control myself. Secondly, Dave has an anti-debt stance. Ramsey's audience is concentrated in Americans that got in over their heads with debt, mostly with credit cards, living beyond their means. He tells everyone to get out of debt first, so for his audience, fine. But someone who wants to buy an investment property should use debt because that's one of the main benefits of real estate, leverage, where you make more money despite only putting down 20%. Real estate investing is pretty much gone if you listen to Dave, and I'm not going to mention using margin debt. Dave has no concept of good debt or bad debt. All of it is bad. There's no gray area. Some of this comes from when he was investing in real estate and banks called his loans. Dave Ramsey's financial troubles occurred in 1987 when the Competitive Equality Banking Act was enacted. This led to several banks' change of ownership and calling his loans and lines of credit because he was over-leveraged. Unable to pay, Ramsey filed for bankruptcy in 1988. But this was a unique occurrence and is unlikely to happen in Canada, especially today. So why hold all of us to his standard coming from a bad experience long ago? Number 3 is the debt snowball method. While Ramsey's debt snowball method, paying off debts from the smallest to largest regardless of interest rate, is popular, while I would argue that it's not the most efficient strategy. I'd suggest prioritizing high interest debts first to save more money on interest over time. Once again, Dave mentioned studies, and this time he's not alone, where people feel they are making progress when they pay off the smallest debt, and this makes them more successful in getting out of all of their debt. I'm still thinking too logically, I guess, while money is psychological. I'd pay off the highest interest debt first. Number 4 is delayed investing. Ramsey recommends paying off all debt before starting to invest, which I believe can be a missed opportunity, especially for young adults who could benefit from compound interest over time and employer matching for RRSPs or a pension plan. The debt interest rate should be evaluated against the expected return of the investments, and the 100% employer match of your investing makes that a no-brainer. Number 5 is one-size-fits-all approach. Critics argue that Ramsey's advice doesn't account for individual circumstances and nuances in financial situations. What works for one person might not work for another. Personal finance is personal. Everyone should listen to as many people and approaches as possible and then adopt what they like and dismiss what they don't, following an informed decision. Finances are a la carte, not fixed menu. If you can't handle credit cards and debt, don't use them. If you want to use debt to make more money and supercharge your investing, do it if you're responsible. Number 6 is towing the company line. As with the one-size-fits-all, Ramsey's whole team has to stick to his tenets and toe the company line. I suppose he's looking for consistency and to avoid confusion, but I'm sure some of the employees have other opinions and would like to give an answer that wasn't so black and white, and I would frankly like to hear it. And then number 7, religion. I'm fairly agnostic in my beliefs, but Ramsey intersperses a lot of religion in his advice, including suggesting people be married before buying a house together, for example, and other biblical guidance. I don't personally need that in my decision making. One funny one is where he mentions, quote, the borrower is slave to the lender, end quote, is from the Bible, which it is. But he also says neither a borrower nor lender be is from Shakespeare's Hamlet, and Dave says that it's also from the Bible. Similar sentiment, different origin. And now turning to what other people, not myself, dislike is neglect of self-care. Younger generations have criticized Ramsey's advice for neglecting the importance of self-care and mental well-being. For example, his advice is to cut out small daily expenses like coffee can be seen as overly restrictive. I guess people still need to live their lives despite trying to get out of debt, or they regress back to spending like someone on a restrictive diet falls off the wagon. I'm personally okay with this because I'm used to minimalist living and austerity is no stranger to me, but that's a problem for others. Despite these criticisms, many people find Ramsey's straightforward and practical advice helpful for getting out of debt and improving their financial situation. I would prefer to pick and choose what to take away from Dave, just like from other financial experts. He is knowledgeable and is trying to do the best for his listeners in his own way. If you have any requests on what you'd like me to cover in future videos, please put that in the comment section. If you'd like to get in touch, please reach out on any of these social media channels, and may you have a profitable day.